So with Module 25, we got the introduction of 4-slot insignia mounts. This enabled us to slot another insignia across all 5 of your stable mounts. And additionally, they have a special thing with their 4th slot in that if you slot the preferred insignia, it gains a 20% boost in item level. So a mythic insignia would go from 500 to 600. Now, if you're a min-max end gamer, this will be important to squeeze out as much item level as possible and thus hit points and damage to make it easier to beat those master trials and the upcoming new master dungeon. So right now we have quite a few 4-slot mounts going around, and with module 26 we'll be getting a few more, namely these dragon wings, which will allow you to gain all of these different insignia bonuses. So I want to cover all of the mounts, give you a document where you can see exactly which mounts will be available, and where you can get them, and what insignia bonuses you can get on them. Now, just before we jump into that document, let's have a quick look at other upcoming mounts. We can see when Module 26 does launch with July the 18th. That is the acclaimed date. It could change though if there's any technical issues. And we will be able to claim after 7 days of login a new 4-slot mount, the Dark Butterfly Wings. And that'll have its own insignia bonuses to go with it. Similarly, the Summer Festival, July the 27th, will have its new 4-slot mount, the Slab of Vecna. Again, it has its own set of insignia bonuses. And you have the Hero's Path adventure, which you can complete if you get all 5 mythic colors and 90,000 item level. You can go and claim your reward of these dragon wings. And then there is the Sylph wings coming in the Astral Lockbox, but there's no confirmed date when the Astral Lockbox is coming back. So my document is right here. It has all the known 4-slot mounts up to date, the ones that have been released and the ones that will be releasing. The Airborne Riding Lizard came from the Lothian lockbox, and you can see all of the bonuses here. Now, something to explain, when it has the recommended tag next to the insignia bonus, that means you can have the insignia bonus with the preferred insignia, allowing you to gain the 600 item level boost. If you go and slot in an insignia that's not the preferred, like we go and do an enlightened one here, you can see it does not gain the 20% boost and only gives you a 500 item level bonus. But that can be worth it, that 100 item level can be worth it if you're slotting in a better insignia bonus, a bonus that you're going to make more use of than just 100 item level. I'm not saying the setup I have here is any good, so don't go copying it. What you actually want here as a damage dealer would be Warlord Inspiration, slotting in a Regal just there. That would be better. But you can see that throughout, and then you also have this second thing where you have this red box and you have the insignias within it that you must or should use in the 4th slot. So for example, to gain Victim's Preservance, you would ideally use that Enlightened insignia to gain the bonus, and you would also gain the preferred, giving that 600 item level on Mythic. You could slot in different insignias, but they wouldn't be then preferred. And you can see with Cavalry's Warning, you can have a Crescent or a Barbed, but you won't gain the preferred one, you won't gain the added item level. So not ideal to use this mount for like Cavalry's Warning. Then you have like the Deadly Drider form that came from the Atramentus lockbox, which is the current one. And then the Demon Wings, again coming from the Hero's Path adventure with module 26. Be pretty hard to get because you need 90,000 item level. Then the Balgora comes from the appointment vendor. You can get it now. You just need to have 5 of those achievement tokens, which is very costly, but it would give you those bonuses again. And then the Neverwinter's Hand, which you can get now still with the Jubilee event if you have the currency to get it. The Renown wasn't too hard to get, so maybe you missed the event and well, you can't get it anymore. And it would give those bonuses. But then the pink Self Wings, that'll be coming from the Astro Lockbox with Module 26. We have no confirmed date of when the Astro Lockbox is coming, but when it does, it will have these Self Wings that can give you these different bonuses. Then we have the Slab of Vecna coming with the Summer Festival. They'll have those bonuses. Then the Maltese Tiger and the Red Dragon Wings come from the Zen Market. You can still obtain them and you could get those bonuses with them. Then the Dark Butterfly Wings, as we mentioned, is going to be claim for free, and it has a ton of bonuses, and that'll be with the launch of Module 26 if you log in for 7 days. Then you have the Golden Rage Drake and the Armored Pale Horse, and they again come from the Zen Market, and ultimately the Gilded Goose, which came from the April Fowls event. Again, no longer obtainable if you didn't already get it. And that is all the current mounts. Now with Module 26 launch, there will undoubtedly be a new lockbox, and we'll have to add a new mythic mount to this document. But for now, these are all of the different mounts you can use. And if you're a damage dealer, well, I highly recommend having an Artificer's Persuasion, which does not come from any of the new 4-slot mounts just yet. Then you want to have like minimum 1 Warlord Inspiration, then like Executioner's Covenant and potentially a second Executioner's Covenant, and then you could have a Gladiator's Guile here instead of Shepherd's Devotion. You just might need a different selection of mounts. Again, you can look through yourself here. As a tanker healer, I personally like to just run with a mix of Shepherd's Devotion and Gladiator's Guile, and that's really about it. So hopefully this will help you guys out. Again, some new mounts upcoming, what bonuses they'll have, and then all of those mounts that are currently readily available. I wouldn't say it's the biggest deal to push for getting your mounts to have 4 slots, but if you're buying mythic mounts anyway and trying to get mounts upgraded to mythic, you might want to consider just either waiting for 4-slot mounts or going ahead with some of the cheaper existing ones. They will give you a pretty decent boost, especially if you're using preferred one when you have your mythic insignias. That's a 600 bonus, but there's no rush because yeah, over time there will be more and more of these mounts. And again, like I said, Artificer's Persuasion is not available on any current 4-slot mount, so hold out before filling that slot with something. Unless you're trying to get into Xemnid, you don't need to push for maximum item level. And just make sure you're going for the bonuses that will fit your role the best, tank, healer, or DPS. And also be aware that yes, you can use multiple of the same insignia bonus, like I can run multiple Shepherd's Devotion, but each consecutive one after the first will give 50% less benefit. For example, the first Shepherd's Devotion gives me 100%, that's 10% movement speed. The second will add 5% to that, that's half of 10. And then the third one would give me half of 5, 2.5. So you could have 3 Shepherd's Devotion and give yourself and everybody around you a total of 17.5% movement speed whenever you use your daily power. I really love that on a support. So a special thank you to all these channel members for their added support, and we'll see you guys around. Goodbye for now.